Get your mind and body ready for the week ahead with 20 minutes of uplifting heart openers, backbends, and gentle flows that will give you an invigorating boost and help you improve your posture. I'm Mikah from Yoga with Mikah. Welcome. And if you enjoy this class today, it's actually day 1 of a 21-day yoga program in my online yoga studio, Lifelong Yoga. The program is called Yoga Resolution, and if you like this class, you'll really like that. So come sign up to join us, lifelong.yoga, or the link is in the description. All right, let's get started. For today's practice, if you have a couple of blocks or a blanket, they might come in handy, but you don't absolutely need them, so don't worry if you don't have them. Okay, so let's start in child's pose. Widen your knees, sit your hips down to your heels, and then slide your palms forward. Forehead melts down to the mat. Just feel the connection of your palms and your shins to the mat, to the floor. And take a deep breath in through the nose and out through your mouth. Just again like that. Inhale and exhale. Using this time to settle in and arrive in the moment. From here, draw yourself up to hands and knees, stacking your joints, shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, spread your fingers wide, and move through your cat-cow. Inhale as you drop the belly, broaden the collarbone, and gaze up. And exhale as you press away from the mat, round your spine, and release your head. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Just using this time to connect with your breath, connect movement to breath. Every inhale, you open your chest, and every exhale, you tuck your tailbone under and round. Good. Now this time, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, sit your hips back and widen your knees even more for a child's pose. We'll do a little mini scorpion flow that's really wonderful for your posture and energy. So keep your elbows bent. From here, pull your heart through. So you're shifting forward, opening the chest, straightening your arms, bringing the toes up towards the back of your head. Good. Now draw your shoulder blades back together behind you and a slight gaze upward, pressing really actively out of the mat. And then exhale back into your wide-legged child's pose. Okay, again, inhale, pull through, open the heart, and exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, and exhale. Last time, inhale, pull through, and exhale, settle into your child's pose. Good, maybe bring your knees a little closer together this time. Slide your palms forward and simply walk your hands over to the right. Left palm on top of the right, sending your hips back towards the left heel, and then breathing down the left side of your body. And gradually walk back through center. Right hand on top of the left, sending your hips to the right heel. Great, back through center. Draw yourself up to hands and knees, tuck your toes, and send your hips high into downward facing dog. Good, let's pedal out our feet, bending one knee at a time. Make sure you have lots of space between your hands. Maybe they even come to the width of the mat. And then you're actively pressing your palms into the mat to send your hips up away from you, feeling the length of your spine, gazing straight down or maybe even down to your ankles. Good, and then rise up high on your toes, bend your knees, and take as many steps as it takes to come up to a forward fold. Widen your feet, reach for opposite elbows, and let your heavy head hang for ragdoll. Begin to shift your weight from one foot to the other, swaying side to side. Remember to keep a generous bend in your knees here, still early in the practice. And then release your hands back down to the mat. Even a deeper bend of the knees as you start to roll up slowly, pressing your feet down, letting the head hang. And then just feel your spine lengthen up as you slowly rise, meeting in mountain pose, Tadasana. Toe heel your feet in just a little bit, hip distance apart. And then arms down by your side with the palms open. Feeling your feet grounded, lifting the chest, drawing the shoulder blades down your back. Now on your next breath in, sweep the arms up to the sky, lift the heart, and exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips, releasing your head. Next breath in, take your hands to your shins and just lengthen your spine, halfway lift. And then exhale, fingertips down, step the left foot back to a low lunge, and then release your back knee down. Okay, and let's just rock here for a moment, forward and back, easing into this. And the next time you come forward, stay there. Bring one hand to your knee and then the other, lifting your torso upright, lifting the heart. And then once you feel supported, draw the low abdomen in and sweep the arms up to the sky, interlacing your fingers, sending your gaze up, and coming into a light back bend here. So you can shift your hips forward, lift the heart, but just make sure you are gently holding in your low belly here to support your back. Keep the breath flowing in and out your nose. Good, and then take a breath in here and exhale as the hands come down to frame your front foot. Now plant your back foot, so lift the knee, plant the back foot. We're setting up for warrior one. So maybe even widen your stance here. Feel your stability. And then as you rise, let's come up through cactus. So arms in 90-degree angles, feet actively pressing down into the mat, and then a lift of the heart as the back of the hands press back. Good, just hold here for a moment. Now, on your next exhale, draw your palms to your heart, straighten your front knee. Good, and then hinge forward from the hips. You can adjust your stance if you were too wide, too long. And then bend your front knee, open your arms back out into the cactus, and lift the chest as you rise. Good. And that's our flow. Exhale, palms to your heart, straighten the front leg and hinge forward. Bend the front knee, inhale as you open back out into your cactus. Great, exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, bend and rise. Let's do one more, exhale. Inhale. Now exhale as you interlace your fingers behind your back, chest expansion. So reach the fists up, open the chest, and just hold and breathe. Use your breath to be with the sensation that you feel. And what do you notice? Maybe your heart's beating a little faster. Maybe your legs are feeling this. Good, and then release your hands, sweep your arms back up, and exhale, hands come to frame the front foot. Step up to a forward fold, release your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release back down, deeper. Inhale, rise up, saluting the sun and lifting the heart. And then on your exhale, forward fold, right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Now exhale, fingertips down, step the right foot back this time for a low lunge, and then release your back knee down, and we'll start to rock. And this is a very gentle rock, a very small motion. You don't have to get huge here. It's not a flexibility contest. Okay, now take your hands up to your left knee, lifting your torso, opening the heart. And then when you feel supported, sweep the arms up, interlace your fingers, open the chest, gaze upward, drawing the low abdomen in, shift your hips forward and breathe. Now take a breath in wherever you are, and breath out as the hands come down to frame the front foot. Now lift the back knee and plant that back foot for your warrior one. Maybe even inch it up towards you, maybe a little wider. And then when you feel your strength and control, rise on up and bring your arms into the 90-degree angle, your cactus. So this time, left leg's in front, heart is lifted, shoulder blades drawn together. Good. Breathe in where you are. Breathe out as the palms come to your heart, straighten the front leg, and hinge forward. Inhale, bend, open the arms out into cactus and lift the chest. Exhale, palms together, fold forward. Inhale, bend, and rise. Let's do one more. Exhale, palms to heart, hinge forward. Good, and bend the knee, rise back up one last time. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, chest expansion, reaching the fists up, gazing upward, feeling the stability of your feet actively pressing down into the mat. And then keep the breath flowing in and out your nose and notice what sensation you feel. Okay, release the arms and sweep them back up to the sky. And then bring your hands down to frame the front foot. Step up to a forward fold and release your head. And just pause here for a moment. Hands come to your shins and just lift up to a halfway lift. And then on your exhale, palms plant, step back to tabletop. And we'll set up for camel. So this is where blocks could come in handy, but once again, not necessary. All they do, well, I'll show you what we're doing first. So hands to your low back with the fingers pointed down. I want you to use your hands as a reminder to keep your bottom tilted down. So you're lengthening your tailbone down towards your heels rather than sticking your bottom out, okay? That's really important. So use these hands as a reminder. It's like you're lengthening the tailbone down. Elbows in towards one another, so you're engaging your shoulder blades, drawing them together. Good. We're gonna keep one long line to start and simply lean back. Good, and then come back up. Beautiful, and if this is bothersome on your knees, you can always pat it with a blanket. Okay, let's do it again. Keep breathing, lean back, and come back up. So this angle right here is lessening as you lean back and come back up. And your quads, the front of your thighs might feel this tomorrow. Lean back, slowly come back up. Now this time, we'll lean back and hold. Good, now all I'd like you to do is gently press your hips forward, still keeping that energetic element of lengthening the tailbone down. Press the hips forward, open the heart and gaze upward. Now, if you feel fantastic here, this is a great place to stay. So please stay here if this is good for you and you're feeling sensation. But you can take a hand down to a heel, maybe the other hand down, and then lift the heart and press the hips forward. This is camel pose. It's a wonderful heart opener. And this is also, keep holding wherever you're at, but if you want to try it with the blocks, it just shortens the distance between your hands and your feet, basically. So you can do your hands down to blocks instead. Lift the heart and send the hips forward and just breathe here. Okay, take one hand back to your low back and now the other. Sitting upright, untuck your toes and sit back on your heels. Take one hand on your chest and one on the low belly. Allow your eyes to close for a minute and just connect with your breath. All right, let's take one more round. Rise up on your knees, hands behind you. Find a focus. Your knees are about hip distance apart, by the way. Engage your glutes, lean back, and then maybe press your hips forward, open the chest, gaze a little upward without letting your head fully release back. And feel free to stay here, or you can take hands down to your heels. You'll notice my feet are untucked now, so this is just a little deeper than the tucked toes version. So you explore. And remember, we repeat each of these classes 3 times in this yoga resolution program, so you can see your progress from week to week. Don't push yourself too far right away. Steady breath. And then one hand back to your low back, and then the other as you rise up. And sit your hips down on your heels, and once again, connect your hands to your body, close your eyes, tune into your breath. Notice your heartbeat start to slow down a little bit. The camel is one of the most invigorating yoga poses. So anytime you need a little boost, if that worked for you, feel free to give it a shot. Just warm up a little bit first. Okay, release your hands down to your lap and simply bring your feet around in front of you. We'll take the right leg out at a diagonal and the left sole of the foot in the inner thigh. Take your right hand down the leg, and maybe it just reaches the ankle, and that's fine, or maybe you take hold of the big toe with your index finger and middle finger. Open the left shoulder back so you're in a side bend, and then extend this arm out first. Use the grip on your toe to pull yourself down over that leg, and then maybe extend the fingertips up and over your head, noticing the space down the left side of your body and breathing into that area of your body. Okay, go ahead and release. Let the left hand come back behind you at a diagonal. We're gonna sweep this right arm up and lift the hips on the inhale. Inhale, sweep up and open the heart. And exhale, come back down to where you were. So that's our little flow. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, lower down. One more time, inhale. And exhale, nice. We'll go right to the other side. Right foot on the inside of the left thigh, left extended out long. Let the left hand slide down that leg. Maybe take hold of the big toe or just your ankle. Then open the right shoulder back. Use the grip to pull yourself down as you extend the right arm up and out. Good, and then maybe if your shoulder feels okay here, go ahead and extend the arm over your head, lengthening the side body and sending your breath down the right side of the body. Notice where it feels better to gaze on your neck. No right or wrong answer here. Okay, go ahead and release. Let this right hand come back down behind you at a diagonal. Sweep the left arm up as you lift the hips and open the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out as you come back down. Good, again, breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower. One last time, breathe in as you open the heart, reach out behind you, and exhale as you sit down. Okay, coming to lie down on our back for our Shavasana. Now, I want to suggest that you take supported fish, a restorative pose for your Shavasana today. But if you want to just take the classic Shavasana, if you don't have any props with you, that is A-okay. So if you'd like to do supported fish, take a block or a blanket or a thick blanket stacked right under your shoulder blades. So you might have to adjust a little bit to get in the right spot. But if you put the top of the block right at the top of your shoulder blades and then let the shoulders spill out over the block. Now, for me, it feels good to have a blanket or another block under my head for support here. And then extend your arms out with the palms open. You can do cactus arms, you can just do T's, whatever feels good. Widen your feet. Notice that your heart is the highest point here. And if the block is too much, you can either remove it or try a blanket instead, because that's a little more gentle here. Connect with your breath. And this posture is also wonderful for improving your posture. Opening up the chest, releasing all those tight muscles. And just feel all tension and tightness melt away as you rest. And I'll leave you here for Shavasana. Feel free to take as long of a rest as you like. And please don't skip it. Thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to guide you through this 20-minute practice. And if you did enjoy it, I would love to invite you to our new 21-day program, Yoga Resolution, designed to help you establish a daily yoga home practice. And it's part of my online yoga studio, Lifelong Yoga. So go check it out at the link in the description, or you can just go to lifelong.yoga, and I will see you inside. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.